The Burmese mysteries.
The Burmese mysteries.
Oh, I have
indeed.
I have in my notes as the last thing. Next session, roll a d10. I don't remember why that was or why I wrote that down, but we had to roll a d10 for something.
There was something you didn't level up. Then.
Well,
I don't remember.
I listened to the end of the recording from last session, and there was nothing that you had to roll the d10 for, to my knowledge. And if you do not know, I do not know.
Bum bum ba-dum.
No.
Oh fucking hell! My bird's tweeting on.
I think it was the amount of hit points left.
The amount of hit points you lost. Basically. Oh well. Let's just see what happens. I'm gonna find a good Sirenscape sound set for this. Yeah, maybe this one. Yes. Right, so basically you guys are, well, Luke and Yurun are in the manor. Do you guys remember what happened last session?
Oh, fuck off with the music selection. Right at the end, Felix heard someone downstairs. And I looked over at Stephen and went,
Indeed you did, but give me another listen roll.
please don't, because it's only at 20 and it was really hard to do the first one.
Well, you can spend 4 luck points if you want to succeed.
But I'm spending my luck points left, right and centre.
It's just a one shot, so.
I'll spend them then. Spend the 4 luck points, make it 6.
Oh, ye of little faith.
Baby. What did I hear, baby?
You hear a car winding up the road. Stopping, you hear a door opening, a door closing, and somebody walking on the gravel pathway up to the house. What do you do?
We're just on the inside of the doorway at this point, aren't we?
Yeah, you just stepped inside.
I'm just gonna go back outside to see who.
I was going to say,
Who
Felix
stopped?
is outside, isn't he? Felix, our driver.
Felix
You
is
don't wanna
sleeping
fuck-
in the
Yeah,
trunk, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't want to cause any shit. Better go up and see who's here, old chap.
Both of you step outside, and the first thing you see is a police car.
Oh, shit the fuzz.
And beside it, eyeing you up and down as a man or woman. Jan, tell us, what does this person look like?
Well, it's mid 50s guy.
All right, thank you.
And yeah, okay. This works.
Is that all, or is there more to see to this mid-50s guy?
Hi, guy.
It's a mid 50s guy. with a police uniform on, neatly shaven, just like me. And he's shining his flashlight towards you to
It-
see what's who you are.
I'm gonna step forward. Good evening, officer.
Hello? And I look outside, or like at the sun, isn't it? Like in the middle of the day? Why are you shining your your light for?
My light is always on.
Oh, one of those.
Well, I guess.
So, what are you doing here?
Oh, sorry, sir. We're taking ownership of the farmhouse. It was left to us from my distant cousin, Rupert.
Really? Is that your cousin?
No. This is Stephen.
I'm sorry, I'm really doing my worst Dutch accent.
That's Jesus Christ, that's that accent though.
Can we help you with anything, officer?
Help me. You can tell me why you are here.
Well,
Because, yes, and no one has been here in quite a while.
Well, like my friend Felix here has said, we have inherited this mansion here, and we came to inspect it, see in if it's still salvageable. Well, I have the deed right here. If you don't believe me,
Well, let me have a look then.
no, I hold out the paper.
So the guy grabs his flashlight, the one with me,
sure.
and he shines at the deed to see if it improves his daytime vision, and yeah, he's just going to have a long look at it.
So, officer, you say that no one's been here for quite a while. I take it that you're part of the local constabulary, then, are you?
Yes, 35 years on the beat.
Ah, nice. We've met Susan at the general store. She was very helpful. Said everyone would give us a lovely warm welcome.
Ah, Ma Peters.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
That's good to hear. She is my boss's wife.
Oh, really?
Really?
Oh, small town.
Yes, 35 people.
Really?
Very
That's
small.
all. Sorry, sir, we're city goers.
Yes,
We're from
so-
Arkham. I'm just up the road, so
Yes, I heard about that. That's quite a
about-
big city.
it's about 30 minutes away, as every place is in this universe.
35.
Yes. So, officer, since no one's been here in quite a while and we've only just stepped in the door, would you like to come in with us, sir?
Yes, I will. I would like to have a look.
Yes. Maybe you could
Sounds good.
maybe you could tell us more about the town and this house.
Well, Rosses Point is not a very big town, so this is one of the few places that is empty for a while. And the previous owner, well, I didn't really know well, but since you are relatives, maybe you can share some more about that person.
Rupert Mayweather. Where was his name? Something Mayweather.
Merryweather.
Merryweather, that's the one, yes. He's more of a distant cousin on the mother's side. Didn't really know the man. He just sent me a telegram a couple of days ago asking me to come see him in the hospital. And this is where I met young Stephen here. It's a sailor, you know. Look at him. Stern man.
Yes. Well, former sailor.
Yes,
I've been
yeah.
out of the Navy for a bit.
But you are still a muscular guy, or not?
Well, I train occasionally. I dabble.
Yes, well, as you can see, I haven't trained in a while, and I don't have to do much walking here, so my condition is not very best.
Officer, before we go in, can I just have a word a bit alone? I'll walk away from Stephen slightly. And just whisper into the officer's ear. I take it your arm, sir.
Of course, of course.
Just be careful around Stephen. I think he's got a bit of shell shock from the war. He doesn't like seeing firearms.
Oh, he's a loony.
No. Let's not push it that far. He's a good man. Just be careful. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, I will hold my gun well.
Please don't hold your gun. No. That's what I mean. The complete opposite, sir. Come.
So he nods knowingly, and
Stephen, let's see our new abode, shall we?
Yes. Quite excited.
Yes, oh, lovely.
Coins, you're muted.
Before all you guys go in, everybody roll me a spot hidden check. Peter, on the... Never mind.
Boom.
Stephen, you rolled a 41. Do you want to spend 6 luck points, or are you...
No, I'm good.
Alright. Felix made it a hard success, and Peter did a regular success. That means that you, Felix, get to see a litany. There's no other word for it. A litany of animal carcasses on the field around this cabin. Do you want to distract Peter from seeing it, or are you good with him seeing it? Tell me now, yes or no?
Yes.
All right. Is that a distract or a he's good with it?
It's a yes. Now, I'll let him see it because, as far as I'm aware, he knows about this sort of thing in this place. And if anything, he's a man of the law.
He sure is.
I've seen stuff. Lots of stuff.
But are you seeing this?
I do. It's pretty gruesome.
But what does it mean, Mr. Keeper?
Well, investigator, that's up to you to investigate. if you want to know more about it, if you feel like, huh, dead animals, okay.
No, but I know because of previous knowledge of that they used to do kind of like weird cultish shit in here. That it's probably like sacrifices. So,
Well, give
but I'm
me a
not sure if
nature check. Is nature something for...
natural world.
Sure, natural world. Give me a natural world.
Yeah, that's a hard fail.
That's a pretty hard feel.
Oh,
It's
Sorry?
farmland. I'm a city boy after all.
Peter, do you want to give me a natural world?
sure.
Damn it. You guys suck at nature. I'll give you this. These animals with your hard success, Felix. You know that this cabin hasn't been in use, and you do too, Peter, in use for 40 years, 30 years, basically. Most of these carcasses of animals look very fresh.
So there's no activity inside the place, but there's a lot of activity around the place. It's some sort of. Oh shit! Yeah, because they're keeping the beast in the loft. So they must be doing what to call it, like a ritual to keep the beast in. But now the last of the cultists have died.
Can we check for wounds?
Sure, you can. Do you have any type of medicine check? Would be a first aid or...
Let's make that first aid.
Mm-hmm.
Can I poke the end of the headless carcass with my pipe? Ooh, do a medicine check.
Sure. Peter, you can always push the roll, but you have to tell me what you're doing different than what you're doing.
Well, I was looking from a distance, but now I walk over to one of the carcasses and I actually touch it and see if I can find any wounds.
All right. Damn, son.
Nice.
Well, as you are actually picking up the carcass, it feels rather light, but you know that dead bodies feel lighter than their living counterparts. To do with the soul leaving the body, but also, as you turn over this carcass, you see that there's a wound at the chest. Do you investigate further?
Of course I do.
All right, you put it down on the ground and you use your hands to rip open the chest cavity. And it's weird because all the organs are in place, but the heart is missing.
Well, it seems he died from lack of heart.
Now's not the time to joke, officer. Quite gruesome. Whoa.
It's
Stephen,
not a joke.
let's go inside this.
He doesn't have a heart.
You ruined...
Like...
Oh, sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say, like literally, no.
Literally.
Well,
Jeroen, in the meantime, hold this thought, Luke and Jan. But Jeroen, in the meantime, give me an occult roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're engrossed with what's happening in front of you. And though you take a peek sneak to the cabin behind you, there are some characters on the wall, carved on the wall, but your attention is basically grabbed by the dead animals. But just keep it in the back of your head that there are
Yeah.
runes or sigils or whatever you might call it on the outside of the cabin.
On the outside, okay.
Jan Luke, you were talking.
well. Maybe we should go inside, sir. I don't quite like these sorts of sights. I'm going to take out my handkerchief and put it over everything and...
Okay, well, I wipe my hands on my clothes. And, and I join you guys.
Ready, Stephen?
Well, wait. I saw some drawings on the side of this barn. Let me go have a look first.
Okay. Lead the way, sir.
Yeah, it's just here on the wall.
Oh,
As you guys are looking at the sides of the house, there's a lot of boarded up windows. And as you're looking around with the directions of your good friend Stephen, you can tell that there are a litany of runes and sigils carved on the outside, above the windows, to the sides of the windows, under the windows, around the door, scattered along the wall. Weird looking sigils.
Can I check if I recognize them or if I can get some kind of meaning out of them?
You for sure can. Roll me a occult roll again.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
You feel like as you are looking at them, they are, for your eyes only, lighting up just a tad, even though they're glimmering in the sunlight. And you know these are from what you have read. You saw them in the mysterious book that you found. Combined with the Latin translation book, you deduce that these are warding sigils. Basically to keep something out.
Out or in?
You
Or
don't
both?
know. Might be both, might be one or the other, you don't know.
Well, I explained this to Stephen and Peter. Perhaps we should be careful in here.
Are you okay, Stephen? You've just referred to me as Stephen. You okay?
Yes,
sir?
Peter, I'm okay.
Pete.
You called me?
No, you called us. You came here. So, Peter, can I call you Peter? Are you a sheriff or a deputy?
I am the head sheriff of the town,
Ooh, fancy.
Mr. Head Sheriff.
Oh, Mr. Head Sheriff. So, let's just say, Stephen, I don't think that this ward is keeping us out of this place because I don't really believe in all this mumbo jumbo. But when I was inside a minute ago, I did hear something there. And if you say, Peter, that this place has been abandoned for a while, would you mind
Yes,
coming
for
in with
years.
us, just to check it out? You know, just
Yes, let's have a look. I have my flashlight with me.
yes. It's middle of the day, but yes.
Yes, maybe inside it is handy.
True.
Probably.
Do you mind going first, sir, as you are the Mr. Head Sheriff?
Oh, sure. I will go first. No problem.
I'll open the door after you, sir.
So, yeah, I step in confidently. Not afraid of anything. Seen it all.
Will be.
Flashlight on my shoulder.
Oh yes, you will be. Stepping through the front door of this farmhouse, the front room is dirty and long untouched. A foul odor greets the visitors. Dust lies thickly on the furnitures and empty shelves with dead leaves and detritus on the floor. An iron stove rests against the wall and the ventilation pipe still connected to the outside. There's a round table with chairs near this stove. The wooden floor is warped and stained, the result of, you guess, water leaking through the roof and ceiling. Rot has eaten away at a table, an old couch, and matching wing chair. Perhaps these moldering pieces of furniture are the source of the foul odor in the room. Near the entrance of the second room that you can see on the far side of this room is an opening in the floor, revealing a trapdoor. Everybody who's just inside, give me a listen roll.
You know I'm spending the 1 point.
I know. Felix, as you see that everybody is preoccupied with the furniture and the very intrusive odor, you still hold your handkerchief to your mouth, and again you hear the sounds of scuffling and scurrying coming from under the floor.
As it's going to be Peter in front of us, I'm going to tug on Stephen's shoulder and just look at him and go,
Well, I am completely unaware.
Mm-hmm.
So I walk in a bit further.
I'm just going to...
A step or 5, 6.
All right.
Looking around with my flashlight.
Well, the floor is creaking with every step you take, and you come up to a open doorway. Well, basically, it's just a gangway. There's no door in there.
Is the trap door open?
You cannot tell from your angle, but as Peter is walking through the room, you see that there is indeed a room behind this opening. Not the trapdoor opening, but the door opening that has no door.
Officer! Officer!
Yes? What's the matter?
I downstairs. Can you guess?
And I walk back over.
Stop shining that in my bloody eyes, you. Jesus. I don't like that word that's just turned up in the chat.
No.
So.
No,
me
I
neither.
removed everybody from the combat tracker, so that's why.
Oh, my sound is gone.
There's no abomination, just so you know.
There's 2.
Dun, dun.
So what do you guys do?
I can see a trapdoor, officer. Sure. Do you think we should go through it?
Well, we might as well just have a look,
Okay.
right?
Be ready.
I don't think, by the way, that you can salvage the cabin, if I say so myself.
Yeah,
It's a bit of a
no.
shithole, really, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
quite happy.
But the farm, it should be worth quite millions, so if we built a new cabin on top. But anyway, that's not the point. We're not talking about buying or selling and refurbishing at the moment. There's something down there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's,
Talk
let's
among
see.
yourselves for just a second. Be right back.
I don't like that smile.
I do.
I don't like that.
So yeah, now we can talk freely.
Yeah, so like the thing we do, you loop around and then you go over, and I'll just say I don't know where they went. And then when he's back, he'll be surprised.
What?
What?
Yeah. So what am I doing? Just running off? just be here? Yep.
You guys, this is the best stunt ever.
Just put a hand up every sort. Hi. Oh, come on, Bass. I bet he's doing the same, just off screen.
Just having a poop.
Yep.
Eating beer.
Eating beer.
Eating beer, yeah. You have to freeze it first.
Well, he likes thick ales as well, so he's probably pretty much eating it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Shh, 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 shh. Well, hello.
Hello.
You're still
You're still
muted.
muted.
So we
Oh
didn't
my
hear any of
god,
you
you didn't
ranting.
hear anything.
No, so we couldn't hear nothing.
No.
Put on a happy face.
Nice.
Nice.
Elfje.
Elche, yeah. Basically, what I was saying when I returned is, as you enter this room, you can see, as you all drop to the floor, a hand going over Peter's vision. And then, suddenly, Stephen rolls back into frame. Right. Do you want some flavor text for the room that
Yes.
Peter just walked into?
Of course.
Yes.
This what can only be described as a back room, has a comfortable armchair in one corner, with a table that stands against a wall beneath a rear window. An old walking stick lies on top of the table. The fireplace is large and made of grey stone. A back door presumably leads to the direction of the barn that was behind the house. And a little collapsed lean-to that you may or may not have seen. But Susan walks through the room.
Susan walks through the room. She's laughing.
All of you can see a wooden frame surrounding a trapdoor on the floor, but for some reason you can also see a trapdoor that sits in the middle of the ceiling overhead, presumably leading to an attic space. Give me a spot hidden, everybody.
I'm spending 2 luck.
Okay. Did you spend them?
Yeah.
All right. Peter, you're seeing this, and combined with the information you received, give me an intelligence roll. Do you want to spend 12 luck to make it into a success?
Yeah, sure.
All right. As you're looking at these, what you can only describe as sigils, you feel that there is more going on than meets the eye. Roll me a d3, which is a d6, and you just halve the outcome. The sheer weight of your current predicament, you know that this is something that you have never seen before. You feel that you are getting in over your head slightly. You lose 3 sanity points, which takes it to 67. Sanity is in the middle of your character sheet, the main tab. What do you do?
What do I need to do to make the sanity actually change?
You click it, press the number, and press enter. I just did it for you.
Do I see the?
Hmm?
And so, do I see the officer visibly shaken by an idea he's had?
Well, give me a psychoanalysis roll, Felix.
Oh, that's a fail. I wonder why.
Yeah, you have no idea what just happened, Felix.
Yeah,
Bye, Susan.
you guys, this does not look good. I am getting a bad feeling. I'm even a bit scared, and I've seen a lot, but this is bad.
Like, I know the house is in disrepair, but it's not that bad, officer. I mean, you can just put up a stud wall here, a thingy here. There's no need to feel bad about the house being in disrepair.
Well, you know, I'm seeing some symbols here and there, and at first I thought, my daughter can draw that too, even my granddaughter, but I think it's not good.
But,
It seems evil.
yeah, but you're the sheriff. If we can't depend on you, who can we depend on? I say this as I've been in town the whole of about half hour, but people depend on you, sir.
Yes,
Come on,
well, it is a really small village, and nothing much happens here. So
I
maybe,
thought you said you had seen a lot.
yes, everything,
speak.
but not this. I mean, dead chickens, sure, and a dead cow. And I've solved some detective cases in my time, but for this, I'm getting a bit scared.
We all
And
get
with
scared.
Yes, well,
And with that he does a small step back. Like,
As you're doing a small step back, you can also see with your hard success some muddy boot prints on the floor coming from the back door and moving through to the trapdoor on the floor. I'm a poet, and I do not even know it.
well, I'm scared, but I'm also a professional. So I'm at the same time I'm trying to convince these guys that maybe it's not the best idea to be here. But on the other hand, I also have a case in my head. Um, and my yeah, I'm interested in the boot prints.
Mm-hmm.
Do I notice
So,
the
what?
Do I notice the officer staring down at the boot prints?
Sure.
Yeah. Because someone's here, aren't they, officer?
Yes, I think so.
Let's retreat. Let's retreat. I'm not a soldier. And well, Stephen, what do you think?
well, I'm not sure what to think, but I don't like the sound of that thing in the basement.
Call in Rent-A-Kill. Yes. Call in the exterminators. Let's retreat back to the car then. Quickly, I'm getting a bit worried now.
Well, you know what? If we open the back door, I mean,
Just follow the boot prints, see where it come from.
yes, let's see where the bootprints come from. We have an open door near the trapdoor, and we just open it. And if something is wrong, we head outside.
Yes. Perhaps you can shine your flashlight down there,
Yes, that's
and
why.
we can have a look. Have a look without actually going down there.
Sure. And if you guys want, stay near the door.
Oh my god, I'm like checking when a flashlight was invented. Flashlight.
Try
Flashlight.
torch.
Torch. Yes, thank you.
No, but then you get medieval torch.
Or a flashlight.
Flashlight
What?
invention date. Yeah, you could have a flashlight. It's invented in 1899.
Yeah, around the time that batteries were sold.
Yeah. And look, you'll be happy to know that it was a British inventor.
As everything is.
Indeed. So, guys, what's your plan?
Well, first I'm going to compliment the good officer on his newfangled tech of flashlight. Ooh, flashlight. Oh. Only come around in recent years and I haven't seen one in the flesh. Ooh.
So
That's
I
ridiculous.
flash my flashlight to show it off.
Just so you know, it takes the D battery.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Of
Big
course.
D battery.
And it's called a electric device on Wikipedia.
Ooh la.
Mhm.
Unsubscribe from Torch Facts, please.
Are you sure you don't want torch facts?
No,
In the
I want
future.
cat fact. Of course. Tell me another fact then. Right now, do it, speak.
The US patent is number 617592.
Ooh.
That's
You're moving towards the back door,
Yes.
leaving the back door open, and following the trail of muddy boot prints. Am I correct?
Yes.
yeah.
I'm gonna stand at the back door waiting, but I'm gonna start putting my hand inside my coat, where my pistol is. Just holding it there like I'm just. Yes. Being nonchalant, but yes. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Who is?
So-
Yeah, sorry.
Can I have a look at the boot prints to see if they're fresh?
Sure. That would be a track roll.
A recognize boot prints roll.
Sure.
A what roll?
Track.
I was about to say, is that a thing?
And that's not gonna do it. But Steven, you can also try tracking.
Yes. So close.
As you're looking at the boot prints, they kind of dissipate into the grass, the unkempt grass, and the numerous carcasses around the cabin.
If it's unkept grass, does that mean that it looks like there's an opening at any point, like it's disturbed?
That is a good question. Um,
It's almost like I'm trying to spot a hidden thing.
sure, give me a spot hidden.
Totally isn't because that's my highest thing.
You're looking around and you see your two companions looking at the boot prints, kneeling down, trying to rub them, looking at the line that the boot prints are coming or going. They're not really sure. You can tell that there is trampled grass just outside the cabin, and then another trampled grass spot, and then another, and it leads off as you're looking into the forest beyond.
Yeah, fellas, I think I found the path. Came from. Seems to go to the forest.
Officer, you're from here. Does anybody live around here? Is there anything in that forest?
Let me think.
You muted, officer.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
no,
I heard him.
Oh no, it's just my audio that's gone again. Fuck's sake.
Yes, you and your Linux.
Yes, it's back. It's back.
Pseudo work.
So let me think. Do I know something about that forest? Well, maybe I need to roll something to see if I remember something about that forest.
Well, education? No. A no roll. So it's either a 50 or lower.
No. Oh, that's on the main tab,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Edu. Education. You're kind of rattled by everything you have seen today, but you could push the roll if you want to, but tell me what you're doing different.
I am. I was like thinking broadly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know the forest. Do I know anything else about it? And now I'm thinking more specifically about um, uh, the do I know any persons or related to the forest, or do I know stories about persons related to that forest?
All right, give me another education roll.
Oh yeah.
Indeed, you do. You know that these
All
forests are a reputable bitch for hunting. Most of the animals are especially jittery and jumpy. You know that most of the urban legends of Ross's Corner are related to the forests around the abandoned home, and usually you just wave them off as childish superstition and, well, basically folklore. But as you've been inside this cabin, you kind of begin to see the merit of these tales. You get a quick flash of goosebumps on your right arm.
Specifically, my right arm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very specific, yeah.
Brr. Oh, fuck. Well, guys, this forest is known for some gruesome stories. It's the type of story you tell your kids when you want to frighten them, to raise them well. That's how you raise kids. Frighten them.
It's just a common theme here with this town, if I'm honest. Everyone seems a bit frightened and all talking about this mumbo jumbo, I'm gonna take out my little tanker and have a swig of alcohol. Yes.
Constitution saving throw. Oh no, that's a D&D thing.
Yes. Well, I can do a constitution.
Sure you can.
I'll.
Boom!
As a seasoned alcoholic, Felix, you don't feel anything from your sip of your flask.
If anything, it's just calmed me down. That's better. Oh. Take out my handkerchief again. Oh, yes.
Peter, you feel the shakes coming on as you see Felix take a swig from his flask, and you kind of understand that you have not taken a drink for at least 2 hours. It's the 1920s after all.
Yeah.
And now the goosebumps also make sense.
I think
Can I,
everybody just...
Can I have a sip?
Of course, sir. Stephen, do you want some as well? Let's come on. Everyone needs a bit of Dutch courage, let's say.
Yes, gladly.
Come on. And then pass it to Stephen. Do you constitution?
2 shots of vodka.
Alias vodka yourself.
Oh, maybe. I know. I was thinking maybe Felix has some left in the car, but that was your voice.
Yes.
Oh, Felix has a lot left in the car, but I don't think... Wasn't there somebody left back in the car trunk?
Yes, Felix, driver.
Felix
is driver.
Yeah.
I'm Felix, and Felix, our driver.
He's sleeping it off. Don't try to find him. Okay. So, with your Dutch courage and the vast forest in front of you that supposedly cursed a rather cursed cabin behind you, what do you do?
Now, chaps, we have the unfortunate decision to make. Do we continue on into this cabin and just get away from the creepiness of it all and just realize it's just a cabin and this is just some weird place and just some weird writing on the wall? Let's do this. Let's just go and do it and then realize it was nothing and then follow these tracks into the forest later.
Yes, well, I'm even less inclined to head into the forest than heading into that basement. So let's go with the basement.
It's probably just a homeless fellow.
And
No,
what's the direction of the footprints? Are they going in or out?
They're going in.
probably just someone seeking shelter. Look, Stephen, you're from Arkham. This is the bumfuck out of nowhere.
Yes. Well, officer, you're
Officer,
from here. It's a small town.
Is this the bumfuck out of nowhere?
Yeah. Well, it could be Jan.
Is he the local hobo?
He's the local drunk. Yes.
Yes.
Everybody is drunk, but he is the local drunk.
There's always one. Can't handle his tipple.
But if he's squatting your property, we should kick him out.
Exactly.
Oh
we're
yes.
we're all shocked from all these stories. It's just probably just the drunk. Let's just go into it. Let's go on.
Okay. Well, let's see if it's him.
The lead on officer. He's your friend. You probably see a friendly face first.
So I head back into the cabin.
All right. Peter, you back into the cabin. What does the rest do?
I'm
I
going
follow.
to follow. Yeah. We've all got Dutch courage, man. We're all hyped up. Come on, let's do this.
All right. You're back in the cabin. What do you do?
So we know that there is no one here on this floor.
As far as you know.
So let's see if he went downstairs, right?
Mm.
If you
Well,
guys
that's where the
if
foot.
you guys open the trapdoor, I shine down my light.
Yeah.
Stephen, do you want to do the honors?
So, yes. I will get ready. You've got your flashlight, sir?
Locked and loaded.
Yes.
It's even on.
Oh.
Bad choice of
click,
words.
click.
Shh, don't say that kind of thing. I'm just going to put my hand on my weapon again. Yes,
And I take the trapdoor and I lift it towards me.
All right. You lift it towards you.
And I shine down my light into the basement.
You can tell that there is indeed a basement. It's pretty dark, and your flashlight, it gives a tight beam of light around. You see a stairs leading down. Looks quite sturdy. Beyond it are, well, maybe some racks of what could look like a pantry. You see a few cans around, a few little trinkets, tools and whatnot. What do you do?
Can I hear anything?
Roll me a spot hidden roll.
Another listen?
No, a spot. No, okay, do me a listen roll. Even though it's nice,
nice.
you hear nothing on your 69.
Can I hear anything?
I will rule that if Peter can't hear anything,
Alright.
I
and
can't hear.
both of you can't really hear anything,
Well then, I crouch and I move around my flashlight and I call down, "Hey Jan, is that you?"
No answer. Are you moving down?
Yes.
Right, roll me a spot hidden roll. You see coming out from the darkness like poof, 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 a man running at you who uses a fighting brawl. Fails, but please give me a dodge roll. He swings a table leg that you can see just over your head as you dodge. What do you do? It is round 1. The man says, "Leave me alone! Leave me alone!" Tries to swing it again, misses. Peter, what do you do?
I try to grapple him.
All right. Give me a strength check. How do you grapple him?
Well, I've learned some tricks in the academy. So I grab his arms and I press them to his back,
Yeah.
and it's like a kind of hold that is especially used to pin people to the ground. It's like a police special police move.
Mm-hmm.
And while I do that, I tackle him and I press him to the stairs. I guess I'm still on the stairs.
Yeah. You swing him around and press him to the stairs.
Yeah. And I say, "Whoa, take it easy. Guys, you want to give me a hand?"
Can I jump down?
Yeah. You can all give him a hand.
Can I just jump on him? Pile on!
So what you do is you guys all pile on this man, and he looks kinda like a vagrant.
I'll be the first to ask. So what's vagrant?
It's a hobo. Looks like a hobo. He says, "Let me go! Let me go!"
Do I recognize him?
No. Which is weird because you have been in this town, in this little village for God knows how long. You do not recognize this man.
Officer, cuff him! Cuff him quick! While we're holding him. Get your cuffs out!
Is there a railing on the stairs?
Sure.
Yeah, okay, I cuff him. But I also put like the cuffs around the railing so that he can't run away even though he's cuffed.
All right. Anything else?
So what obscenities is he shouting at us?
Sorry?
What obscenities is he shouting at us? Is he just...
He's not really shouting obscenities. He's just asking for you to let him go.
Well, buddy, we're not gonna let you go if you're breaking into the house of these good gentlemen.
And not to mention assaulting a police officer.
Yes. I mean, you attack me, I lock you up. I am the law here.
You're the law?
I'm the law.
Lol.
I am the law.
So you better tell me what you are doing here.
I was... Please, you're an officer. Please tell me that I'm safe. Please tell me that I'm safe, officer. Please tell me that you'll protect me.
Of course, my duty is to serve and protect.
Hang ten, dude. I'm quite sure you would not believe me if I told you.
Well, I'm an open-minded guy. So just tell me what happened, and we will see what we can do.
I'm going to take out my flask and hand it to the hobo with his spare hand and say, "Here, good sir. Looks like you haven't had a drink in a while."
He like takes it full vigor and not just like one sip, but like he
No, I snatch it back off him. No,
Sure.
just no. It's only supposed to be for good times. Just you know. Wait.
I'm quite sure most of you have served, right? In the Great War.
We did.
In the manor?
What's that supposed to mean?
He's a sailor.
Not supposed to mean anything.
Ah, you're one of them.
I
You're one of the Navy boys, aren't you? I can tell by the sorts of you. With the Navy outfit and the Navy hat, yeah.
What gave it away, huh?
You weren't in the thick of it like I was. No matter. We won. All's forgiven and forgotten.
Well, my son was. He was killed.
Or was he? Papa?
No, let's not do this. No.
I'm sorry to hear that, officer. Truly sorry.
Yes.
And after giving him the flask, I'm going to sit down next to him, kind of like a friend. Just sit down next to him and say, "Now, good sir, now that you've calmed yourself, why are you here? Are you homeless, sir?"
I have a home back west. As you can imagine, and after the Great War, we landed on the East Coast, and nobody was there for me. And basically, what I did was make my way on foot to the West Country. I've been being here and there and walking for what year is it now?
I don't know what year it is. It's 1920.
Something.
I've been walking around for something odd years. Yeah. It's been an adventure and it's been quite therapeutic, if I may say so. But what happened? I'm not sure if the policeman can hear me. But what happened?
I could.
All right, thank you. And it was quite confusing. I didn't see you for a second.
Yeah, I had to prevent a cat drinking paint.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
Long story.
That's what happens to all of us. Yeah, it's all about the pussy drinking paint. If you know what I mean, huh?
No.
Quite. The other day I was walking here and I took refuge in this old cabin. During the night, when I was safe and silent outside, I went outside and tried to gather some food from maybe and he looks quite hesitantly to you, Peter. Peter, give me a, let's say, persuade check or intimidation, whichever is highest for you.
I'll intimidate the fuck out of him.
Oh, yes, you will.
And as he is hesitant, you just stand up and you're full. Sorry, sir. If you don't mind me saying, I was looking to steal some food. I was very hungry. And I did find some abandoned, well, not quite abandoned, but unguarded, if you know what I mean. Shacks, and I got some cans of beans and went back, but there was this thing haunting me. I couldn't see it, but it was screaming something fierce. If you catch my drift, and I just ran, and then suddenly I felt like it veered off after I heard some crackling in the distance, and I just ran for it, and all of a sudden I heard a scream, a womanly scream. But I didn't heed it no mind because I was scared, you know. I was scared, you reckon, and I just hid here in the house. And as I was trying to gather my stuff, I heard people. They were approaching the cabin not long after, a car of some sorts, and I just hid in the basement.
So, tell me, the screaming you heard, was it a woman or a girl?
Well, quite sure. I'm not sure I can make the distinction, but it was a female, a lady-like scream. Yes,
In the forest, you say?
yes.
Hmm. Where did you hear it? Can you lead me there?
I've rather not, but
Well, you're coming with me. And upon saying that, I handcuff him to my wrist.
Peter, be calm with him. He's been through a lot, sir. I'm gonna brush him up. Yes, yes, come on, sir. Lead us to him. We could probably save this.
all right.
Come on, let's go.
Go on an adventure.
I'm going on an adventure.
Adventure.
He says, I can leave you soon, but I had nothing to do with it. I had nothing to. I heard the scream and I bolted.
We can see you're visibly scared, sir. Don't worry. Not that we don't believe your story. It's just that you did greet us with violence, so we must take precautions that you don't snap again.
I was very scared. How do I know you're not one of the? Give me a persuade check, Felix.
Where's my persuade?
And I'll give you a bonus die. So roll
Which
another d10.
2, 6, and 10.
39. Do you want to spend 9 luck points?
Well, I was going to say, could I push this roll?
You can, but tell me how.
Well, I'm going to pull Stephen towards me and say, look, this is another military man. You have a kind of creed, don't you, in military terms, that you look after one another. We're not here to deceive you, sir.
Well, in any case, I don't see why you would need to trust us, or what say you have in the matter anyway. We have found you trespassing in our house. You have admitted to stealing food from the town.
You've assaulted a
We
police
have
officer.
you exactly, and we have you handcuffed to
Said police
execute a
officer.
police officer.
Not just any police officer, the
I-
head sheriff, Mr. Head Sheriff himself.
Yes.
You will take us to the forest where you heard the screaming.
Look, we know you're
Or-
scared. You need to be brave.
Or
And I look at the police officer. I presume we take him to jail.
We do. And in this state, capital punishment is a thing.
Oh yes, I heard.
It's a bit
Yes.
harsh, just for a chair like round the face. You get the chair.
because you swung the leg.
Ooh. No.
I will not make you roll a persuasion check because he is visibly scared by all of this, what's happening around him. And he looks to the trapdoor and says, "Okay, I'll show you. I don't know exactly where it is though."
Well, just lead the way, and we will have a look.
So we'll lead him out the house.
All right. And he tries to navigate. And with a 25 navigate, he finds his own tracks. Basically to the edge of the forest. Moves along. And after a few minutes, after going forward and him trespassing a bit, and then backtracking,
Backtrack.
indeed, backtracking a bit. he finally says, "This is the tree I was standing at when I heard. I remember distinctly I was trying to climb it, but then I heard the scream coming from my left, and I felt something move away from me, and that was it. It's probably to the left of here."
Did it sound very far away or rather close?
I'm not sure.
What type of forest are we in? Like, is it like pine forest or is it like just a
It's Ender. It's Endor Forest.
Ender? Google's Ender forest. So
Sorry, are you googling Endor?
no, yes.
Is that a no? Yes.
I don't know. Should I be?
The forest moon of Endor.
Indeed.
Endor.
Yes, the
Yes,
forest
yes.
moon of Endor. Ewoks.
Yes.
Is
So
that a
visibility is
terrorist
pretty
spot?
good then, because it's really tall trees. It's not like the trees are covering all the
No,
visibility.
it's really tall trees, but the vegetation on the bottom is medium thick. But all of you give me a spot hidden roll as you're walking
Yay.
around the forest.
Nice. I'm spending the 3 points, baby.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not spending 26.
No. Felix, Peter, as you're walking around, you can smell the faint odor of decaying flesh, and as you're walking further through the forest, it is quite apparent that there is a body decaying here.
Ooh, good lord. You smell that, officer?
Yes, I do. It smells a bit like the butchers.
The hobo just barfs.
Hey, come on, not on my tent. I just polished my shoes.
And you come upon a body. Peter, you recognize this body.
Is it Maggie Allen?
It is Maggie Allen indeed. Maggie Allen, the daughter of Peter Allen, one of the largest landholders in the vicinity.
Is this the girl that disappeared? That Malpeter told us about?
Yes, I'm afraid it is. This is very bad news.
Oh dear.
That's sad. Yes.
I think what I need to do now is call an ambulance and call her parents. So
Should we take the body to the cars?
no, we need to investigate what happened here.
Oh good, this is an active crime scene then, isn't it? Oh,
Yes, yes. Please don't move any leaves. And please don't touch the body.
Ooh. You're supposed to be doing that, officer? Stop defiling it, oh god.
So okay. What I will do is, does my police car have a radio? I don't suppose it does, right?
Well, let's see. Police radio. When was it?
I mean, the invention of radios around the 1880s, but like a portable radio in a car, I'm not sure.
Well, the invention of radio was way before.
Yeah.
I mean, they used radio in the Great War, right?
Yeah.
No, your car doesn't. 1933 is when they started using.
So no, you do not have a radio in your car, sadly.
Then
Officer, should we?
I will need to head over to the station, to the police station, and make a few calls.
Oh.
Before you go, officer, should we mark this place so that you can find this corpse when you come back? Maybe tie some piece of clothing to a tree at eye height.
Yes, we can do that. Yes, or you stay here and wait for me. I will be back in an hour or two.
Oh. I was going to ask, officer, do we need to make a statement? I don't want to be wrapped up in some murder charge.
Yes, I will most definitely need to hear about the time of your arrival and what you did. Well, the past 36 hours.
Oh, suppose you don't want us to leave town either.
No.
I'm saying all the wrong answers here, Stephen.
But
Help
you-
me. Let's get out of here quickly.
You
Well-
have a beautiful cabin to stay. You just hand me your car keys. And
They may be left with our driver, sir.
Well then, I'm. You'll stick around, right?
Yes, if you don't mind, we'll stick
Deception
in
check.
In the cabin. I'm not deceiving anyone. But if you don't mind, I would like to move away from the corpse and this forest in general. It's
Yeah, but Stephen, we can't stay in the
Spooking
cabin
me out.
tonight.
Everybody
Officer,
give me
is
a
there
first
motel?
aid check. As
What?
you're like glancing at the body, like I don't want to be around this body. First aid.
who are you asking for a first aid?
Everybody.
Okay.
They're all just standing over going,
And like I imagine you're standing. All of you are standing at the foot end of the corpse, basically in a semicircle around, and you're arguing, and all of you are like pointing at the body, and like I had nothing to do with this, and Felix, you glance at this body, and again you see that for some reason there is a cavity where the heart should be, just like the animal corpses around the house.
Officer, like I know I'm not supposed to look at a lady's area here, but I can see something. Remember the field?
Yes. It looks as another missing heart.
I don't like where this is going, officer. I don't feel safe in the cabin, and you won't let me leave town with our driver. Is there anywhere we could stay for the evening?
Yes. Well, I am sure that we can arrange something with the Peters family.
Ah, Ma Peters, she was a lovely lady.
Yes. She's very kind, and she has a room to rent.
Just above the general store.
Yes.
Ah,
It's,
nice.
$2 per hour.
Per hour. Wow, that's another rate, Jan, and that's the hanky panky rate.
Ah, yeah, it's the only rate I know.
Free wenches. Oh yes, I'll go.
Jeroen, what's your idea about this?
Well, I definitely don't want to stay in the forest for one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious about what's in the cabin, what's upstairs, and I am kind of hesitant about leaving it for another day
Mm-hmm.
because I am quite scared about what's still inside and what might break out, or what I guess maybe already has broken out. Hmm.
Oh,
Yes.
there
let's-
is
Do
one
I
need
know
you
that?
go.
Do I know that you have these feelings? Do you tell me?
I look at Felix and like, should we Let's head to let's head to the town. But officer, if I may make a professional suggestion as a former military man, perhaps suggest to the townspeople to stay inside for the night.
Okay, I can arrange that. We will put up a notice on the board of the general store, and I will actively tell anyone I encounter. So, I'm going to lock this guy up and make some calls.
Okay, officer, we will see you shortly. You'll probably find us at the general store.
Yes, I will.
Okay. I'll say we part ways at the. Where would we part ways? Would we part ways in the forest? Like, would the officer stay there for a while, or
No,
Or
the
would you be
officer
straight going off?
is leaving because I mean he needs to get a team in place.
Well, Stephen, I don't think we should stay. I don't want to attract attention.
Yes, let's have this conversation in the car,
Yes.
Felix.
Do you want to go and check the rest of the house before we leave? I mean, Felix, our driver, is still.
Ooh. Yes. Well, you drove here. You drive us back.
Fair enough. We'll go back, wait for the officer. It's only. What time is it about now? I'm just going to take out my pocket watch. It's only about. Oh, I forgot to twist this thing. Look at the sky. So about mid-afternoon now.
It's about mid-afternoon, yeah.
I'd like to explore the house in the daylight a bit more, but I'm a bit hesitant without the officer with us.
Yes. I fear we may already be too late. And whatever Mr. Merriweather and his friend summoned might be what killed this little girl.
May I suggest we retreat to safety for the evening then, sir?
Yes.
Yes.
Should we? We should tell the police officer of this, right?
Well, he's probably already walked off now, isn't he?
Yes, but when we meet him at the general store, we should tell him what we know, right?
Of course. So we're gonna get into the car. I'm gonna chuck Felix back on the back seat
Mm-hmm.
and start driving towards the general store.
Give me a navigate roll with a bonus die.
Do I need the bonus die or?
Um,
Can I spend the one luck point on that as well? Just for the lull, for an extreme success.
you can for sure spend
Love
a
you.
luck point. Next time, if I say you get a bonus die on the bottom left corner, there
Yes.
is a button that says
1B.
plus 1B.
Mm.
If you press that and then roll, you get a bonus die and it just automatically calculates. But as you're driving, you're like going to the right and like, oh no! And you just move the car and Felix's head just ptink on the wall, on the glass. But you make it back to town. You arrive at Ma Peters, who runs the general store. Peter, you arrive at Pa Peters,
Mm-hmm.
your first in command. your boss. And as you all settle in for the night, in your various ways, Peter, you drop off the vagrant at the local police station, book him, tell Pa Peters what's going on. He doesn't really believe you. Felix, Peter, you approach Ma Peters and rent a room above the general store. Peter, you head on home. It's a modest little shack. No wife, no kids. Just a man going to work, working, coming back home, drinking slightly, smoking a bit, going to bed, waking up again to do the same thing. All of you settle into the night, and we'll see you next session.
Eee.
Yeah.